Number three is selling services to SMBs and entrepreneurs and solopreneurs. Basically, anyone that needs something completed, a task or project completed that they cannot or do not want to do themselves. Now, I've included this at number three, not because I like it, because I don't, I hate it, and I'll tell you why. But I've included it at number three because there are a lot of people taking this course, I'm sure, that do want to start a business, but you have this mindset of, I don't want to use the money I've got saved up. I don't want to use money that I've kept for a rainy day. I don't want to risk it. I want to create some money and then use that money to fund my business. So what I feel is that this one, number three, selling your services to SMBs, etc., is going to cater to you guys. You guys that do want to start a business, you're aware that, some business models, perhaps the most lucrative and profitable business models, do require some capital to start up properly. And you don't want to use the money you've already got. You want to sort of earn that money and then reinvest it into a business. So, what you can do is actually get a pen and paper, sit down, and just think about what you learned in school, the qualifications you've got, if you've got a degree, what you do in your part time, what you do in your full time or part time job, what you do in your current business or side hustle, and think about the skills you've developed through doing that. A lot of the time, you don't actually know the skills you've got. For example, just through creating this course, I've got presentation development skills, speaking skills, explanation skills, English skills. I could write for anyone, basically. I've got graphic design, e-commerce, marketing, social media, management, all sorts of different skills that I've developed through the different things I've done in my life. So sit down and brainstorm the different skills and abilities that you've developed, and I think you'd be surprised at what you can actually do. It's an incredible supplementary income, and I call it supplementary because I don't recommend you do this and only this if you want to start an online business, because this is not the way to build a very sustainable and large and growing business. Because for me, basically, I'll get on to why I don't like this right now. For me, I'm all about transcending the time and money paradigm. Trading your time for money is not the way to live. For me, in my opinion, anyway, it's not the way to go. It doesn't increase your happiness or your lifestyle. The way to go for me is to build a business system that earns money on autopilot, passively or semi-passively, semi-autopilot, that you do spend a bit of time on, but you're not, for example, with Shopify, you're not earning money from Shopify based on the amount of hours you spend on your business. You might spend some hours, some days setting it up and doing the marketing, but once you've got it all down, you've got it all managed well, you don't have to spend much time on it. I've got a dropshipping website that turns over £100,000 a month now, and I don't spend many hours on it. I spend less than 10 hours on it per week. Whereas, if I was to try and start, a freelance business or a contract worker business where I sell my services to small to medium sized businesses and entrepreneurs, to earn £100,000 a month, I'm going to have to be working myself into the ground 24/7. So, while that brings me on to point five, it might be better to spend the time building assets rather than trading your time for money. Even if you're one of those people that wants to start with zero, you want to earn money, new money that you don't currently have saved, and then use that new money to start a business. So, what I'm saying here is perhaps it would be better to go back through this PowerPoint and look for a free to start business, a free to start monthly income stream. So, for example, writing for revenue sharing websites such as Hub Pages. Perhaps it would be better to put the time that you would do selling services and working for clients into writing some really cool articles. And as I said, it doesn't really synergize with the time freedom aspect and goal that I have for my life and that I'm trying to inspire others to achieve and work towards as well. The good things about this is there's many services and marketplaces for freelancers to market themselves, even if you don't have a track record yet. Upwork, freelancer.com, people per hour, onlinejobs.ph if you're from the Philippines. Some brilliant websites, really, really reputable marketplaces. And if you do have experience, there's another one called Free Up, which is FREE Up. And that is for vetted, experienced, high-level freelancers that you need. You need experience to actually be able to get on that platform and get work on that platform. If you don't have experience and you joined Upwork or freelancer.com, for example, and you've got no feedback or reviews yet, you might have to do some work for free or for cheap to begin with, just to get some reviews on your profile, so you can start charging a higher price and people will know that they're in good hands, because this person, Joe Blogs, he's a copywriter, he's got some copywriting experience, he did it very cheaply or even for free. The person he did it for is giving him a kick-ass review, and I am happy paying him $50 an hour to do this copywriting for me now, because he's clearly very good at his job. And it can become a permanent, reliable income. You can develop a large client base and you can have some very reliable ongoing work. But as I said, this isn't for me because it doesn't synergize with my time, freedom, passion.